Hello everyone, welcome to Ed Yourself. In this video, we are going to see how to add a resolution or a transition screen on a JIRA workflow. So let's navigate to the JIRA cloud instance and let's pick one of the software project as an example, might be software developers. Now we are talking about a workflow, right? So we have to navigate to the workflows page. It is through by clicking on a project settings button. So in the left side panel we can see an option called workflows, and when we click on that it will take us to a workflow page. Now we are talking about adding a transition screen, right, or a resolution screen, and before that we clearly learned, right, where we can add a transition or a resolution screen. It will be on a custom workflow. So just in case if you are not really sure about what is a system workflow or a custom workflow, or maybe we can call the system workflow as a software simplified workflow given by JIRA. So please go back to one of the video where you can learn about the difference between a software simplified workflow and a custom workflow. Now as we can see here, in the project software developers we do have two workflows. One is a software simplified workflow given by JIRA. It is applicable to all the unassigned issue types. And then we do have one of the custom workflow that we have created, SP bug workflow, right? We have created in the last videos. So when I see the diagram of the software simplified workflow, it is given by JIRA. So it is having all global transitions on each and every status, and we do have to do, in progress, and done. Let's click on close, and if I click on the diagram of a custom workflow, it is the workflow that we have created from the scratch in one of the last videos, right, where we can see no global transitions and we can see customization. Whenever the issue gets created, it will be in the open status. The user can only move to in progress, and from in progress the user can only move to done, not back to open. So we do customize the workflow. Now as part of this video, we want to keep a transition screen, and nothing but whenever an issue is moving from one status to another status, on the transition we are going to place a screen. And in the heading I also have mentioned the word resolution, right? So I would like to take the resolution screen as an example as part of this video, and where we can keep the resolution. The resolution can only be set while the issue is being closed, right? It means on the very last transition. So on the done transition, whenever the issue is moving from in progress to done, a screen should be popped up, and we can call that particular screen as a transition screen. We can call it as a resolution screen. We can call it as resolve issue screen. So on that particular screen, step number 1, we have to create a screen. Step number 2, on the screen, which field we would like to populate. We can keep any field, but as part of our requirement, we are going to keep a single screen, a single field, and the field name is going to be resolution, so that the user will be able to select the resolution manually when he is moving the issue to done. Alright, I hope everybody is clear with the resolution. Now let me click on close. Now I want to click on the edit button. Alright, now in this video I also would like to show you one of the good things that you can learn. Now I want to add a resolution screen in the software development project, right? Now I want to make some kind of edits. I want to add the transition screen here, but in order to make the changes, I clearly see that this particular workflow is being shared by 4 projects: Ed Yourself, Kanban, Scrum project, and software developers, which means the changes that we made will also be impact the other 3 projects, which we should not do, right? So as part of this video, unexpectedly, I even would like to show how to overcome these kind of issues. Alright, let me go back a little bit so that we will be fall back into the project page workflows. So in the software developers, we clearly understand the SP bug workflow is being shared by n number of projects. Step number 1, we have to navigate to the global level. We have to find this workflow and we have to copy and we have to do the renaming. Step number 2, we have to navigate to the workflow scheme in the global level. We have to find this particular workflow scheme, and inside this workflow scheme we are going to map the bug issue type to the newly renamed workflow. Very simple. Then we come back here and then we make any changes that we would like to. I want to keep the page as it is. Like I discussed, step number 1, I'm just going to take the copy of the name, and in the second tab in the JIRA instance I will navigate to the global level workflows by using the keyword. It's little bit slow. Let me wait until it gets load. Alright, I'm not really sure what happened. Let me do a quick page refresh and let me click the full stop. Alright, now it's working. Now let us go to the global workflows, and here all I do is Control F and Control V, or even maybe I can click on the search bar where it will pull the the workflow. Now all I have to do is to click on the 3 dots and then click on copy. The same workflow will be copied, and then I have to do the naming. So it is going to be for the software developers project, the project key, and it is going to be for the bug issue type, and it's going to be a workflow. So let me click on copy. So the same workflow will be copied as debug workflow, and currently it is inactive because we have to map it to a workflow and then we have to map it to a project. So in the global level, step number 2, we have to navigate to the workflow schemes page. So from the tab number 1, we have to find the workflow scheme, right, where the software developers project being used. Control C, coming to the global level workflow schemes page, Control F and Control V. I can see, or I can find the workflow scheme, and also I can confirm it is being shared by only one project. And now we have to click on edit. We are going inside, and here is the place that we have to make the change. We have to link the bug issue type to SD, D for Delta, software developers bug workflow. Currently SP bug workflow is there, right? By clicking on the add workflow, by clicking on the add existing, now we have to choose SD bug workflow, and then we have to click on next. We have to choose the issue type bug, and when I click on finish, it will be changed to SD bug workflow. And now all we have to do is to publish the draft. Then whatever the changes that we are making to the workflow will be published. Let's do the quick page refresh and let's acknowledge it. And now let me come back to the project. From SP it will be updated to SD. Now let me do the page refresh. As I can see, we have an individual workflow for the bug issue type, so that if I want to add the transition screen on the workflow, I can do that. By clicking on the add, I can now clearly see that I can make any changes. I can add the resolution screen, I can add the transition screen, any screen, because this particular workflow is not being shared by n number of projects. It is only being shared by our project, which is software developers. Now let's do the activity. I want to add a transition screen, and how I can add on the done transition. We do have the edit button, and when I click on the edit, it will show me the transition name, and then it will give me an option where I can choose the screen. Alright, whatever the screens that we have created in JIRA, we will be able to see that, but we clearly know, right, we want a screen and we want to see only the resolution field onto that particular screen, and we did not even created the screen so far. And just in case if you're not really sure on the screens topic, I have already shown one of the video where we have created a screen. And even do not worry, in this video we are going to create a new screen, and then we are going to add that particular screen here. Alright, just give me one moment of time. Let me connect my charger. It's not here. not a problem. Let me finish this video real quick. So in the second tab, we are in the global, right? Let me navigate to the screens page. I quickly would like to create one of the screen. I want to name it as maybe SD, Software Developers Transition Screen. Or maybe Resolution Screen would be much familiar. Let me take the copy of the name. Let me click on Add. And the screen was created successfully and it will be empty. So I want to add the resolution field onto the screen. So let me search for the screen. Let me open it. Since the resolution is a system field, we will be able to find the resolution field. So I have created a screen. I have added what field needs to be displayed on the screen. So the screen creation has been completed successfully. Let me come back to the first page. Now we have to do a page refresh, right? Only then the newly created screen will be displayed here. So let me click on cancel. Let me click on page refresh. Alright, now on the done transition, let me again click on edit. And now in the screen, I want to choose resolution screen, SD resolution screen, where I clearly know there will be only one field which is called resolution. Let me click on save. So we have successfully added the SD resolution screen on the done transition, so that whenever the user moves the issue from in progress to done, they will be able to see one of the screen being populated and the user needs to enter the resolution value manually. Now since we made the changes, we again need to publish the workflow. Only then the workflow will be published. And now it is asking me, alright, you made the changes to the workflow, would you like to take a backup copy? If yes, we can do that. If no, we can even publish. Alright, now the activity has been completed. Let me quickly create one of the issue and let's see whether while the user is moving from in progress to done, whether a screen is being populated with the resolution field onto it. So in the software developers project, on the bug issue type, I would like to check resolution screen. Let me click on create. An issue has been created. Let me open the issue. As soon as the issue gets created, it will be in open and the user can only be moved to in progress. And from in progress, whenever the issue is moving to done, when the user tries to move to done, a screen needs to be popped up. It's popped up, right? Because we have configured the resolution screen in the backend. And all we can see is a single field, resolution, so that the user needs to select manually and the comment will be given by default. If there is any comments, we can type the comments, and then if we click on done, the resolution will be updated manually, and then the comments, as usually, it will be posted. So what we have learned as part of this video is that how to add a resolution or how to add a transition screen on a JIRA workflow on any transition. I hope everybody have understand the concept, right? So if you find the video helpful, please like the video and share it with your friends, and do not forget to subscribe to Ed Yourself channel for many more good videos, and I'll see you all in the upcoming video shortly. Thank you.